So I get this requested probably every time I upload a video, or every day I get a request to make the American flag. And I just want to let you know that this is a fairly difficult project. It's 13 color wall, basically, is what you're doing. I know there's a 10 color wall video out there, and that I have not posted one yet because it's really not in my system yet to do. I'm trying to start from the bottom and work my way up to things. But everyone seems to want this, so I'm going to post it. Keep in mind it is very tough, and that there's really not much on my channel that is going to bridge the gap. I mean, I have a 4-color wall, and then I'm up to a 13-color wall, which is this. There's really nothing that I have posted yet that is going to bridge the gap, the learning gap for you. And there are, this one is a very meticulous stitch. You need to be very concise with everything that you're doing. So that's just something you need to keep in mind. If you feel you're up to this, that's great, and let's get started. I'm also making a new one for my collection, so I'm doing this full everything because mine is kind of funky looking, and I've thought of new concepts. So you're going to need 13 strands, 7 red and 6 white. And I recommend the strands be about 1.5 yards long. They really don't need to be that long. I just kind of, stretch my arms out like I always do. And just grab all of your strands. And by grab all of your strands, I mean literally grab 3 red and 2 blue at a time. 2 yellow. Grab 5 strands at a time. Grab 3 red and 2 white at a time. And you're just going to want to do a couple at a time. The reason that I'm saying that and not to do all of the colors all at once is because, like I normally would say to do, is because you want to make sure that that's not even proper. The reason I'm telling you to do this is that you everything needs to line up perfectly, and you don't want a lot of you don't want twists and stuff in this, and there's really no easy way to get 13 colors across your finger. And I wish I could remember how I started this originally, but let me tell you, this thing took forever to start. More than the 10-color wall does, just because it's a lot bigger than you'd think it is. So I'm going to start with just 5 colors, alternating them in the correct pattern. I'm going to fold them in half, and I'm going to get started. For my long strand, I'm using a clear. And this clear strand is probably about 4 times the length of my body. So it's probably about 20 feet long. And that's one of the reasons this project is so difficult, is because I have a 20-foot long strand in my hand. Ha, I rhyme. Yeah, that's a little difficult to deal with. If you've never done boondoggle before, don't just jump right into this project. You honestly need to sit back, and you need to practice really hard before you can be at this level, because it is extremely difficult. So, okay. Now see, I'm arranging them around my finger, and I'm going to get them separated out. Okay, and these are all to center. And I'm just gonna go ahead like I normally would. Okay, and now you're going to insert your long strand. And I don't know if you can see me, but it is this clear strand is all over the place right now. It's a very difficult stitch. You know, people keep requesting it, and that's quite alright with me. I don't mind it. I've wanted to start another one for quite a while. However, if you're having major difficulties, there's really not much I can do except tell you to increase your skill level first. Why am I having such a hard time starting this? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So now that I've got the first 5 strands done, I just really, I don't want to tighten it too much, but I definitely want to tighten it, and I want to make sure that nothing's twisted in on itself. Okay, so it looks nice. Then you're just going to loosen one end, and one by one you're going to add a color into the project. Okay? And this way you can ensure that everything goes in nice and neatly, and you don't have to worry too much. Sorry. Okay, so I just, put that strand underneath there, and I'm just going to take this white, and I'm going to keep starting the stitch. So one by one I'm adding colors. You kind of just want to flip up that tail end, and then put the other tail under it, and then put it right back, and then just reinsert that white. Sorry about that, guys. My window's open because it's gorgeous out right now, and it has not been. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that I've said it's not been pretty outside recently. It is such a time-consuming project, though. Let me just get that out there. And another thing, keep in mind this is a 13-color wall, not an American flag project. A 13-color wall. I mean, yes, it is an American flag project underneath that. However, it is a 13-color wall. I just kind of want to zoom in, and by zoom in I mean fold my computer thing down so that you can see this a little bit better. Okay, so I've inserted the strand, and I'm now folding it in half. I'm going to center the project right there. I'm going to just pinch that strand down. I'm going to take this one, because I know this one should be the loop over the tail. I'm going to insert it. Okay, so now it's only in one side, and if I pull it, I can pull the entire strand through all the way. And then I'm just going to take this loose end here, and I'm just going to go over and under. And okay, and I've got like 2 more to go. I know I am very good at boondoggle, not to sound like I'm bragging or anything, but I kind of am. And you're probably looking at this going, wow, she's taking a really long time to start that, and blah, blah, blah. My main, craft work position is I do a very good job at, conceptualizing projects and putting them together. And I know a lot of people who can do that, and, who can do that, but, they think they can. It's hard to describe. Like, they think they know how to do things, but they really, truly don't. And starting the project is always everybody's biggest difficulty. So when I've come up with my little tricks throughout the years, I'm going to use them, and I know that they're time-consuming and hard, but oh well, I guess. You could also, with this project, put the clear strands like over your finger, and then like one by one weave in the rest of the strands. However, that's just not how I'm choosing to do it. If that's what you would like to do, then by all means, go right ahead. I'm obviously not going to stop you because I'm not there to stop you, but I just prefer my way. Obviously, I would prefer my way. Do you ever like get an itch like right here and it just, no matter what you do, it just doesn't stop itching? I got that all the freaking time. I'm going to go and do a second stitch of this project over itself, and then I will be back to show you how to do the stitch.